Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Today I am super excited because it's that time of the month again where I get to sit down and share with you my Korean skincare favourites. Once a month I like to sit down and film a special video just dedicated to all things in Korean skincare, because like a lot of people, I'm kind of on a journey where I'm discovering new Korean skincare options, and so I'm just super excited to sit down and share them with you. Today it's the turn of the moisturisers. I've been on the lookout for some other great Korean moisturisers that I can share with you guys to hopefully get back that hydration, bring back that luminosity and the bounce to our skin, but also have different options for different skin types and different hydration needs. So if you want to sit back, relax, grab a tea, coffee, whatever your preference, and let's talk Korean moisturisers. Before we get into it, I do just want to give a quick shout out to Stylevana, who really kindly sent me all the products that I'm trying today. Stylevana are a really great online resource for Korean, but also wider Asian skincare, makeup, fashions. They do the works. And they reach out to me from time to time and say, would you like to try some more Korean skincare products? And I said, absolutely. But this time, could we make it all about moisturizers? Because I think there's some really great Korean moisturizers that I'm missing out on and are desperate to try. They very kindly sent me all of these, which I didn't choose any of them. So it was really nice to kind of do like a blind test and work out which ones I absolutely love. And I'm really excited to be sharing with them. So thank you so much to Stylevana, but let's cut the waffle and jump straight on in. So let's start with an instant holy grail. You know those products where you try that, they're very rare to find, but you try them, you put them on the skin and you think, oh, this is it. I don't even need to do like a month wear test on this. I just know my skin is going to love it. This happened with this product. This is the Beauty by JOSEON Dynasty cream. Now, quite a few of you guys had actually called it out, both in the comments below my Korean videos, but also over on the Facebook group that we run, about how good this product was. I was a little bit skeptical because whilst I've loved Beauty by JOSEON in the past, they're entirely cruelty-free, which is great. I love their aesthetic. I think it's really bougie, luxury, spa-like, but it doesn't come with too high a price tag. However, I did try one of their cleansers that I wasn't a huge fan of, so I kind of had a bit of a mixed thoughts on the brand itself. Then I reached for this. So good. Now, you do have to fight your way through a whole lot of packaging to get there, but once you're in, the product is so worth it. This contains rice bran, which, if you guys know, I love oatmeal as an ingredient in skincare because it's calming, it's soothing, anti-inflammatory. And rice bran works exactly the same way. So the rice bran oil is a great moisturizer, but also going to help with some of that redness and irritation, making this perfect for people with sensitive skin. It's also not got any artificial fragrance or fragrant components in here, which is again great if you do suffer with sensitivity to fragrance. Whilst it is unscented, it doesn't have that awful chemically smell that some moisturizers can. It smells really light, really natural, and it goes on so well. I'll take a dollop on my hand and just show you. But as moisturizers go, I say this is one of the most light out there, and yet still delivers a real bang for my hydration levels, and I absolutely love it. In terms of who I think it'd be most applicable for, I think everybody could use this moisturizer, but I'd say for those of you that have dry, sensitive skin, this is your holy grail. I've been mixing it up with my retinols recently and trying some higher strength ones, which I actually covered in a video, which I'll leave a link to up there if you do want to check that out. I did find my skin is a little bit drier than normal and maybe a little bit more on the sensitive side. This was my cure. It doesn't leave a sticky film to the skin. It sinks in beautifully, but it leaves behind just this gorgeous veil of hydration. It sounds bougie with the name Dynasty cream, and honestly, it lives up to all the expectations. This is a 10 out of 10 product, and I kind of feel we're off to a flying start. I think Korea has it nailed when it comes to sensitive skin, and that sort of gently, slowly approach to skincare. That Dynasty cream is perfect for anyone who does have sensitive skin. But I also tried, and this is my second favourite of the ones I tried, this is the Calm from 9 Wishes. Now, if you remember back to one of my previous Korean hauls, I tried their sunscreen from 9 Wishes, and I really liked it. Again, cruelty-free, which is really good, and one of the main reasons I gravitated toward their sunscreen. And I haven't really tried anything from them since. So I was super excited when I got sent this moisturiser. I'm really keen to give it a go. There's a couple of things to call out with this. First of all, it's pH balanced. So once you apply this, it'll just restore your skin to the natural pH state that it likes, which is a really great way to kind of finish off and top off your skincare routine. I also love that the number one ingredient, normally if you turn any of your skincare ingredients, the first ingredient on that list is water or aqua. Not in this case. This is Centella Asiatica. So if you are a total fangirl for Centella Asiatica, you love how calming and soothing the natural botanical is, you will love this product. Whilst they're very much pitched at the same skin type, you know, the slightly dehydrated but sensitive skin as that Dynasty cream, they are totally different products. So this has a very different texture. If you can see that, it's almost like a really thick cream, but when you put it into the skin, oh, it just sinks in and it disappears without a trace. It's a bit of an unusual texture. It's not one that I see a lot of when it comes to moisturizers, in that it has a much more jelly-like consistency, but is definitely in a cream form. I realize I'm butchering that description, but hopefully that'll kind of give you an idea of what to expect from it. Whereas the Dynasty cream is much more smooth and more serum-like, this definitely has a more cream to gel consistency. But either of them just sink in like that, which I love. And this is that instant cooling sensation. I don't know what's in here that gives that like instant relief, because there's no added fragrance, there's none of those problematic ingredients that could be triggering if you have sensitive skin, but you put this on and it's like instant cooling. It smells totally neutral, there's no scent to it whatsoever, and I think it looks so cute. I mean, it's a gorgeous little light pink colour. I think it looks really great on the vanity. And for anyone that suffers with redness and irritation prone skin, this could be a beautiful pH balanced moisturiser to kind of just top off your routine. And I think, again, this is going to probably reappear in my skincare routine in the summer months, where I do need something a little bit light, but also that cooling will be just so nice if you're feeling a little hot, a little flustered in summer. This will probably be my go-to. Now, both of those products I mentioned are great for people with sensitive skin, and I'd say they both give a medium level of hydration. You know, they're certainly not that light, gel-like texture that someone with oily skin like myself would naturally go for, but they're certainly not that really thick, heavy and occlusive moisturiser, which people who have super dry skin might gravitate towards. If you have like thirst-quenched, desperate need of hydration skin situation, then I actually would really recommend this. This is the iUNIK Beta Glucan Daily Moisture Cream. This is very different to the other products that I've mentioned in that it is so thick, it is so rich, and it is so hydrating. I don't think personally I'll reach for this again, because I think it was a little bit too thick for my oily, breakout prone skin. It kind of left me feeling like I was wearing a mask because my skin just didn't need that amount of hydration. But with this, you get the beta glucan in a ridiculously high concentration, which is a fantastic moisturizing agent. You also get some other humectants in there, and I think it's just beautifully formulated to give that hydration when it's most needed. You could of course use this on the body as well. I think obviously all these are directed to the face, but if you suffer from like super dry elbows, or maybe you want to get, you know, your feet ready for sandal season or anything, this could be a really great addition as well to tackle any dryness on the body. It goes on, and you need a tiny amount. It goes on as a really thick gel, but you can blend it out. I do find on slightly oily skin, I tried this on a friend who has quite dry skin, and it sunk in a lot quicker than it did on mine. So I think this is great if you have dry skin, because you'll get that absorption really quick. If you already have quite oily skin, or you're not suffering with hydration issues, then it does kind of sit as a film on the skin. It's unfragranced, and again, you don't have any of that synthetic vibe, glue-like scent that you can get with unfragranced moisturizers, which is nice, and it does leave a really nice hydrating film. I'd say if you're struggling to retain hydration, top your routine off with this. Put a thick layer on it, and you can almost sleep in it like a bit of a mask in the evening. Just sleep in it, and in the morning you would have gorgeous, perfectly hydrated skin. Because it leaves that layer on, it almost creates like a barrier which will help to lock in all the moisture, prevent that transepidermal water loss, which is like the #1 enemy of anyone that has dry skin. I think this just could be a really great addition to your routine. I'm just going to call it out, as I think it's definitely for the dehydrated and those with very dry skin. For everyone else, I don't think we need this level of hydration, and you might struggle to get the product to work into the skin and to sink in properly. Now, I've got one final hit to share with you before I come on to a couple of products that just didn't work for me, and this is like the opposite. So I kind of find we've been throwing all over the place in terms of our skin types. The first two mentioned are great for almost everybody, but specifically for people with sensitive skin. The iUNIK Beta Glucan one, definitely for the very dry skinned amongst us. But what about our oily friends? People like me that produce way too much hydration as it is, and feel that most moisturizers leave a bit of a thick film on the skin and are looking for something super lightweight. This could really work for you. This is the Birch Juice by eNature. Now, Birch Juice is kind of like the new upcoming trend in drinks. So you remember coconut water? We all went mad for coconut water. People were drinking it left, right and centre. And then it kind of died a little bit. You know, the popularity dipped. Now Birch sap water is all over the place. You go into any of the really luxury supermarkets here in the UK, you can buy like Birch sap or whatever it's called as a drink. It actually tastes really nice. Just a side note, I never liked coconut water, but I tried it and I really loved it. It's also super hydrating when you include it as an ingredient in moisturizers, and this is what you're getting with this. Again, it's unfragrant, so there shouldn't be any issues with sensitivity surrounding people that do have reactive or sensitive prone skin. And this is just like a super lightweight, almost like the Blythe Press Serum I mentioned earlier, great for people with very, very oily skin. So it goes on as a really light gel and it sinks in almost like a serum. So within like 10 seconds, it disappears, but it leaves a really nice light level of hydration. This is one of those I'd say for people that need low levels of hydration, but you can build it. I experimented with adding a couple of layers of the product and seeing if it like doubled down on the hydration, and it does. It layers really well without pilling and peeling, and it honestly is so breathable. If you ever feel like your moisturizers kind of sit as a mask and you can't sweat or breathe through it, this you won't have the problem. It just lets the skin breathe. It's great for summertime, and I honestly think this is going to rival my Blythe Press Serum when it comes to that summertime light hydration. Caps your routine off so well, but doesn't leave behind that mask-like film which some moisturizers can. Whilst this isn't going to cut it for those of you that have drier skin types, for us oily people out there, this really, really good option for light hydration, no mask. So there you have it, guys, my rundown of new Korean moisturizers. If you haven't tried that Dynasty cream by Beauty by JOSEON, rush out and try it now. So luxurious, so extra, so bougie, and yet really doesn't command that really luxurious price tag, which I love. I also like that 9 Wishes. I think as a brand, I'm probably going to explore more of their products because I really like their sunscreen and I really, really like that calming moisturizer. So soothing and cooling, and it's going to be like an instant hit in the summer. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.